Okay, hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. And actually, before I start anything, I needed to give a little shout out to my friend Levi Guerrero. What's up, Kashik? Just wanted to say that. Been waiting to tell him that since last night. Anyway, I have Anne and Kim here from the Hub. It's an adult center?
The Princeton Hub.
The
Yes.
Princeton Hub. And which is, it's such a drop-in center for people.
It's a Saturday night drop-in center.
Just give me your mics. Hold it close.
Okay. It's a Saturday night drop-in center for people with developmental disabilities or emotional disabilities. We meet at the Princeton United Methodist Church in the basement, and we're there from 6:30 to 9:30, 50 Saturdays a year.
Okay, and are you you said you're on the board and?
I'm on the board of trustees rather, and this is Kim.
Yes.
Who started out as an employee and is now coordinates our staff as well as works there on Saturdays.
So you say a drop-in center, so what does that mean? Is it just any kind of emergency services? Is it just for counseling, support groups? Or?
Every Saturday, it's basically a social activity night.
All right.
The first Saturday of every month is a movie night where everybody gets to choose a movie to watch. The last Saturday of every month is a dinner night where we hold a dinner. But every other Saturday is, an activity. Sometimes we'll have a cooking night, make your own pizza. It's kind of just a social activity night for the Hub attenders.
Great.
I just wanted to add, often the people who come are people with social they're not good at social skills.
All right.
So it gives them a night out to just hang out and do stuff and not be supervised, not be counseled, just going out on a Saturday night.
That's really great. I think, that I actually, I live with a sort of extended family, and one of the son I live with, he's about 28, and he has Asperger's syndrome, so he's very highly functional.
Yes.
I mean, has opinions and everything, and what I mean is that, with certain types of, with a certain, obviously certain types of autism, you don't get as many reactions depending on the level. But with him, again, very highly functional, and it's just, it's sad because he wants to obviously go out, he wants to socialize, but because of his condition, there are difficulties with that, and you really get to see that they want exactly what anybody else would want, and it's just unfortunate that. That's not offered in all places. I mean, this is offered basically in Princeton, right? You said.
It's for the greater Princeton area.
Okay.
So we have people who come from Princeton, of course, Trenton, East Windsor, Hamilton, Cranberry, what else? Montgomery. Really, in just the whole area. And we do have a number of adults with Asperger's, and so we know what you're talking about.
Yes.
But we have people who range from driving themselves to people who come from group homes and are brought there by a supervisor, to people who live alone and walk to us. We have a broad range of people who attend.
And what results do you see? I mean, do you really see a sort of a connection growing? I mean, is there a consistent group coming of individuals who come a lot? Or?
There is kind of a core group that has been coming for years, but we always welcome new members. It gives them a chance to make new friends, and the people who have been coming for a long time, we have seen them kind of reach out within their communities and be more active in other aspects of their life. So as a result of being able to be more social in a comfortable environment, they can then become more active in other communities.
The Hub has been here, this is our 30th year. And there was one wedding way before my time.
I was going to ask about that, actually.
People have actually become friends and stayed friends outside of the Saturday night.
That's really great.
So there are a lot of good social rewards from it. I was going to add something on a personal note.
Sure.
My son, and you know the difference, is high-functioning autistic. Unlike Asperger's, he's a step below that.
Okay.
And anytime he goes anywhere, it's usually with a family member or, someone, an assistant or whatever. When he goes to the hub, he can go alone. And one of the best things that I saw, his sister was visiting and said, "Oh, come on, let's go out to a movie." And he said, "No, thanks, I'm going to the hub."
Oh, wow.
And he turned her down.
That's really
So
great.
those are the
I mean,
the
too bad for
benefits.
her, but I mean, I guess he wanted to have a good time. So
Oh, those are the benefits.
yes, absolutely.
To them, and it gives people confidence. They can try things out in a non-judgmental, safe place, and then they can go out and try it outside of the hub.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I call my brother. He's basically my adopted brother. I mean, I just hear him. He's like, Nadia, what are you doing Friday? Asks me every day, what are you going Friday? Where are you going Saturday? And there are certain groups of friends I know who are open and who would be understanding of his any social, any social difficulties he might have in interacting with people. But you don't know how people will react. And you also are overprotective often. And to know that there's a place like this, or a place like maybe in other areas that someone can go and be able to really interact, and like you said, let their guard down and use that as a sort of a stepping stone to maybe do things like you said, turn down a sister and hang out with some friends.
There's another benefit to the community because we have 2 facilitators like Kim. They're graduate students for the most part, and they help people to socialize. They keep an eye out and really work with people. But then we have volunteers who come from the community. And the volunteers go out into the community, and guess what? These people aren't terrible. So it has an advantage all the way around. And because we've been talking about autism and Asperger's, I just want to point out that at least half of our population are people who have had emotional difficulties or mental illness. So it is a large mix of people.
And a lot of times, both of those kind of coincide in some people. So it's good to have a mix.
Do you notice that she's a social worker?
Oh no, I mean it's great, and I mean, so you regularly attend. You both regularly attend the.
I don't because of my son.
Okay.
The last thing he needs is his mother
Mother
to show
looking
up.
over his shoulder.
But Kim works a few times a month, as well as working with the staff.
And I think a really important thing. So you said there was a wedding before you came. I mean, one thing, young guys, young girls. I mean, anybody. You want a girlfriend, you want a boyfriend. I think that that intimacy that anybody would want. There's just another level of difficulty for them to get that, even though they have the same desires. And I think that I mean. This is what makes me really glad to know that this is here, because at least there's a venue to make an intimate connection with somebody outside of just your mother taking you or your mother introducing you, or maybe people coming over who don't share the same difficulties. And so they'll be nice to you, but obviously this has happened, they try to ask for a number and they're just like, oh, but everything.
Actually, a few times I've seen people looking for companions for their son or their daughter who have a developmental disability, and this is a chance to meet a lot of people all at once. So instead of having one person help you work on some skills, you can meet a whole bunch of people and work on the skills at the same time. So
I think that, and so do family members often, because a lot of times family members might be able to meet each other or because I think they're more competent in a lot of ways of just living with maybe with family members who've gone through this, and I think it's also great for them to be part of this greater community to support each other.
There's another aspect to that, and that's family members get time to themselves.
Oh, all right. That's
which
also
they're
another.
not able. But we have Thanksgiving dinner
Okay.
at the hub, and that's open to families. The board members come with their families, and that's it's a sit-down with real china.
my family was there this year.
The Kim's family, and it's a wonderful time for everyone to come together, because some people, it's it's the only Thanksgiving they have. So, you know, it makes families think of what they are.
Yeah.
Now, I have to, because we have wonderful people who donate things to us.
Yes.
So I am going to show you, or Kim and I, we have, our hub sign,
All right.
which is new, which was donated by, actually, they're in Mercerville, I believe, Crown Trophy. And it says it all, and for the
get
people
that?
who come to the hub,
Yeah, spread it out. Can you see? All right. Yeah.
for the people who come to the hub, it's at the end of the alley, behind the church, on the corner of Van Deventer and Nassau. And it just lets everyone know where we are and what door to go in.
Is there any kind of website you have? Or
We
anything
don't
like that?
have a website, but we are getting there.
All right.
So we ask people, we have a phone number
Okay.
and an email address, which I've just forgotten. Our email address is theprincetonhub30@comcast.net.
Okay.
Do you know the phone number?
I believe it's 609-924-0781.
That sounds right.
0781, yes.
But I'm sure maybe if they Google it even, do you think they'd be
Oh,
able
yes.
to find, just be able to find the
Probably.
location? So
Yes.
keep that in mind. Thank you both so much for taking out the time and speaking to us.
Well,
and
thank you.
letting the community know about.
Yes, thank
This
you so
resource.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
Come
very
and
much.
visit us.
And so next we'll have